this is affecting everyday life. In the countries that are now reopening, what they're seeing is a spike in divorce cases. What they're seeing is that in all of the households across the world where there was dysfunction and hurt and pain, wherever there were unhealthy relationships, whatever was broken is now magnified. And you might be seeing that in your home too, where the conflicts that you're able to just push aside are now escalated. Now it's every day, where your daily decisions affect one another that much more. We're seeing families who are in financial crises. We're seeing families seeing one another's addictions and not being able to escape their unhealthy ways of coping. We're seeing people struggling to get their needs met and then butting heads trying to find the best way. When people are working from home, they're in each other's business. And when that's happening, we have to learn how to relate to each other a new way. It comes down to the situation where we actually are seeing us judge one another, judging one another's way of living, saying, I'm right and you're wrong. And part of it's because we're experiencing loss. Everything's out of control and we don't have the ability to plan. Even on Facebook, we're seeing judgment. We're seeing people say, what was wrong with the other people at the store? What is wrong with the people on the news? What is wrong with my neighbor? What is wrong with my family member? And some of you have been on the receiving end of judgment. Some of you, as I've talked with you about this sermon, this idea of what it means to be judged, you've told stories even over the past several years where you felt judged. And the wounds are still there. It still hurts. Why is it that we judge? Why do we do this? I believe there are two reasons. One of the reasons is to fix other people. We have this idea that if we condemn someone else, we can straighten them out. We have this idea that if we can just add enough shame to the other person, not just say they're doing it wrong, but saying that person is wrong, then that will change them. And I believe the other reason is we want to make ourselves feel better about ourselves. That somehow when we talk badly about someone else or we think badly about someone else, even in our own minds, it puffs ourselves up. It helps us pretend that we're in a world where we are above average. We actually make ourselves superior to those awful people who are making terrible choices, and we all know that we would do better if we had to make those decisions. But when we focus on other people's failures, when we magnify their faults, we lose the opportunity to grow. We lose the opportunity to take our next step forward as people. Let's hear what Jesus has to say. What's Jesus' wisdom for us when it comes to this culture of judgment?